almost. Good save, good save. Okay. I thought our first half there were some segments that we played pretty well. In the second half, just wasn't quite what we desired, but it was good enough for a 16-point win. So I thought Western Carolina battled all night. Have a great deal of respect for Coach Hunter and his team and his university. So, they just kept coming at us, and the challenge for VCU was to handle adversity on the road for the first time against a very good team. Coming back tonight, it was to handle prosperity. And I think we handled the first part of that much better than we did prosperity. So we'll continue to work. It's a work in progress. We've got a lot of things that we can get better at, but we'll take the victory.
Are you getting more rotations and combinations, or how long do you expect that to take with this group?
Well, right now, when I can, I'm going to try to develop as deep a bench as possible while winning comfortably, if you can do both of those things. I'm more interested in having as many guys as possible on that bench that can help us in critical situations in time of need than winning a game by 27 points versus whatever we won by. So it's just not, it's not been something that's been very important to me. I didn't think the game was in danger, though they did play very spirited in the second half and beat us to some loose balls and things that weren't happening on Tuesday night.
They're pretty in tune and where you like them to be?
Well, I think we could have played better tonight. And again, that's no disrespect to Western Carolina. I just thought we competed and defended better against VCU than we did tonight. Our offense was much better, but still, we're not knocking down our threes. We shot 28% from three. We made a lot of free throws tonight, 26 for 27. That's pretty good. But I don't know. I think it's too early to tell how they handle good and bad. Paul, I wish I had that answer for you, but I'm not sure I have it at this point.
Clay Anthony's offense, more comfortable as things go on?
At one point he had, in the first half, I think he had 15 and 11 minutes. That's pretty efficient. He's a scorer. He's a natural scorer. He can run. He can put it on the floor. He can beat him down the floor when he runs. He can put it on the floor in the half court. He can shoot the ball. He can offensive rebound. He's a stat stuffer, and we talked about it after the VCU game. He's a unique player for us here in my tenure. We haven't had a guy like him, so he's very functional, can play both forward positions, probably could play some two guard. But he's very productive.
You mean unique because of his size, or unique because he's such a good scorer, or such a big part of the game?
I'm sorry?
Unique because of his size, or unique because of his...
Well, unique from the other players that we've had at that position, from Aaron Ellis, Montes Criscanis, Ramon Clemente. Those guys are different. They couldn't do all those things. Ramon was inside. Montes was strictly outside before he blew out his knee. Aaron Ellis was not nearly as accomplished offensively. Gabe Blair couldn't shoot it on the perimeter like that. And then last year, Ben Smith could shoot it, but wasn't as long or as athletic. And the other four-man was Carl. And Carl's more of an inside player. He's multi-dimensional. He can score in every way possible.
When you finally get it, what do you hope when it finally gets to that point? How do you want this group to look like offensively?
I don't know exactly. We don't have a 7-foot inside out, no doubt. Garrett Stutz, Jimé's different. He's more of a defender, rebounder. But I think a good example would be our team last year. I mean, we were one of the top 5 or 6, 7, 8, definitely 10 teams in the country in terms of offensive efficiency, how many points we had scored per possession. I didn't even realize that until the media started talking about the end of the year and how efficient we were offensively. But I think last year when we averaged 78 points a game and we were very good was a good indicator. And so we haven't changed the system, so if we can be that efficient, would be positive.
Can you play Carl more minutes this year?
He's probably in the best shape that he's been in since he's been here. Last year, Paul, and I've said this, I love the kid. He's awesome. I'm glad he's in our program. He's a good representative. He's a great person. His look is menacing, but he's really he's a tender-hearted kid. Because of that heart situation, I've never dealt with that, and the last thing I wanted was him to, have a recurrence of that issue. Or something even worse. And I was reluctant to push him as much as I would push someone normally. And he was reluctant to push himself. So consequently, when I was upset with him or the team, and as any coach does, puts people on the line, okay, we're not doing this and that, let's run a wind sprint. There were times when he would just use I don't feel good, I'm worried about my heart, and not participate. So we were at an impasse, and it was difficult. My deal with him this year was, okay, I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the guy that has to get you in shape. You need to get yourself in shape. And he took it upon himself, coming back for that 6th year, wanting to play at the highest level of professional basketball that he can, to get in great shape. And he's in much better shape, and he worked on his game. He invested in his game as well.